Hey everybody, welcome back to GWN. I am Nocterra, your host. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button down below. Help me build this channel. And if you're a returning visitor, hey, welcome back. Everybody be sure to hit that little bell down there so that you get notified when I put up new videos. Today we are going to do our upgrade guide video. That's right. I'm going to tell you how I'm upgrading my base and give you my reasons for it. And hopefully that'll help you come up with your own path for upgrades. If you want, you can follow my path. I think it's a pretty good one. I'm going to use it on, I think, 6 games I'm running at Builder Hall 8 right now. But either way, it's up to you. And obviously, I love to hear your feedback. So please let me know down below in the comments or catch me on the forums or send me an email, nocterra@gmail.com. Let me know what you think of it and how it works out for you. So first and foremost, without further ado, obviously, got to do the upgrade itself. I recommend having your collectors and storages full or as near to full as you possibly can so that you can immediately start buying stuff. But either way, get the upgrade, knock it out with a book of building if you have one, a book of everything, or wait the 5 days, whichever works best for you. As I'm talking about this, it doesn't really matter for this upgrade guide whether you're a free-to-play type or you like to buy the bonus packs only, or if you flat out like to use gems periodically. Either one of them will work just fine for you. You just have to adjust your times as we go. So once you've got the upgrade done and you're in Builder Hall 8, next thing to do, buy everything that's new except for the Army Camp and the Mega Tesla. And the reason why I say except for those two is because you need to let your timers run through. You need to get everything down on the base. As soon as you have everything, that's when you want to make the big buys, starting off with the Army Camp. Army Camp, I'm telling you, this is the big thing for Builder Hall 8. Having that 6th Army Camp absolutely positively sets you apart from Builder Hall 7 and early Builder Hall 8s that do not have it. So definitely get that. The offensive boost you get is huge. Then you got to either buy the Mega Tesla as a level 1 or buy the bonus pack that you get at the level up. I recommend coughing up to 20 bucks. 3 million in gold, 3 million in elixir, 2,500 gems, and a level 4 Mega Tesla. You cannot upgrade to level 4 on the Mega Tesla until you upgrade a storage. All of that being right there, getting the extra gold and elixir right away, it shaves weeks off of your game and it gets you in there right away. You'll easily be able to maintain above 4,000 trophies, no problems whatsoever. Okay, so either way, either buy the Mega Tesla as an individual unit or buy the bonus pack if you can afford it, but you definitely want to get that last bit down. So now that you've got everything down, upgrade everything to level 4, okay? And that gets you that bigger defensive bang for the buck. Next, hit your Star Lab. And the reason why I take the level 4 and then do the Star Lab and then come back is because I want to get the ability to do elixir-based troop upgrades. You're only going to be able to use your elixir for just so much. And right now with Battle Fest going on, you're going to start to overflow very quickly. So getting that Star Laboratory upgraded is big for how you manage your resources going forward. Now, to those of you that have done it as an F2P, you didn't buy the bonus pack, that's cool. This is the time when you want to drop the Mega Tesla. You can do a couple of levels of upgrade. It's up to you. To be honest, I don't really see the Mega Tesla as being that big of a factor in most of my attacks. And it's not really done a whole lot for me defensively yet either, even at level 4. So it's okay to kind of deprioritize that, all right? And the next step is to even everything up. As you can see, I've already pretty much done that here. Looking at my Firecrackers are all level 7. All the cannons are level 7. Double cannons are also level 7. Hidden Tesla is the last one that I've got to do. I'm working on it right now. I've already got Push Trap, Spring Trap, Mega Mine. All those are already upgraded to level 7. Basically, I've brought this to be a max level 7 at Builder Hall 8. So a Builder Hall 8 level 7 defense. And the reason is to, I like to say, even it up. Now, if you're a heavy rusher, you're obviously not going to be able to do that, and that's okay. We'll talk a little bit more about heavy rushing a little bit later on in the video. But by having everything evened up, you've got a really solid defense. And you can see here, I'm at almost 5,000 trophies again right now because of that defense. And that's in spite of experimenting with probably another 3 or 4 different bases, a couple of different attack strategies and so forth over the last 2 days. So these stronger defenses, they make a big difference. At that point, all set, level 7 with everything, it's time to upgrade your storages, all right? You can try to do the single storage upgrade thing again like we did in the previous levels, but these upgrades are so fast at 3 million. I mean, take a look at your Mega Tesla. You know, level 3 I think was 3.3, and this is 3.4 million. That exceeds your total capacity. So once you get everything to level 7, except for the Mega Tesla, it's time to upgrade your storages. I'm going to go ahead and do both of my storages at the same time this time around, as opposed to doing just one of them at a time, so that I can get the additional storage that I want to get beyond 3.2 million. Yeah, there are things that I can upgrade right now. I mean, I could do double cannons or the regular cannons to level 8. I think the archer towers can be upgraded, yeah. But you know my normal upgrade path. I like to do the key defenses first. So the very first thing I want to be able to do is, like, say, the multi-mortar. Well, that's 3.5. I don't have enough room for that. I'm going to have to upgrade storages for that. Same thing goes for when I decide to upgrade my my crushers. They're 3.4 million. Or the roaster, which is 3.6 million. The air bombs are 3.4 million. So in order to do the upgrades that I want to do first, I'm going to have to do the upgrade to the storages. And to be honest, I see no reason not to just go ahead and upgrade them both right away, especially now while it's early on in Builder Hall 8 days. I will be able to maintain well above 4,000 trophies, and without any problem at all, using level 7 defenses, continue to get max to near max loot. Now, when we talk about where loot's at right now, you can take a look. Like I said, I'm at 4,858 trophies. At 5,000, it doesn't go up a whole lot more. At 4,800, it didn't go up a whole lot more. And it's not that big of a difference. So if you can stay in those mid to upper 4,000s, you're making such good loot that you're just fine. And level 7 defenses are going to keep you there, no problem. All right. Once you've got everything upgraded to level 7 and you've upgraded your storages, free to play players, now is the time to start working on your Mega Tesla. Okay. Get it up to level 4. Like I said, you can only go so far with it with the current level of storages that you've got, and it doesn't make all that big of a difference, but it's time to do it. And then lastly, bring the Mega Tesla to level 7 for those of us that already bought it via the bonus pack. Okay. Now, while you're working on all these little upgrades to level 7, the ones that cost you 2.5, 3 million, whatever, you can work on your traps and so forth as well. I want to say they were all pretty low priced, if memory serves. I could go back and look again, but the cost of them is low enough that if you're just, getting close, or you need to work another round almost to finish up your storages, the amount of loot on them, you'll be fine going ahead and doing that upgrade. So work on your traps and such in between the larger upgrades that you're working on. Now, as I said, I'm not spend averse. Clash is my Starbucks, and I typically gem the timers on the early upgrades to get things going along. But once I start to hit that 1 to 2 day build time, I start running them overnight to reduce the cost on them, or I won't do it at all. $50, that's all I needed to get everything new but the Mega Tesla to level 7, okay? It's not necessary, but it's not a lot of money if you're as heavily into the game as I am, all right? Next step, we're all level 7. What are we going to upgrade? Okay, well, first, obviously, I'm going to take the Mega Tesla to level 8 just because. Then I'm going to jump over to my regular upgrade path, which means we're going to do the roaster because of all the damage that the roaster can do, both ground and air. We're going to move over to the multi-mortar. By the time you've got everything up to level 7, the ground is going to start coming into its own. And the multi-mortar is just going to completely and totally trash the ground game. Then the Firecrackers. The meta right now at Builder Hall 8 at the beginning of it is air, especially if somebody has a level 14 minion drops. They work extremely well. You get a better than 50% win ratio. Lots and lots and lots of people are using it. Firecrackers are going to really slow them down. Getting the level 8 Firecrackers, it's going to make a big difference. Next is, of course, the giant cannon to level 8. We'll probably start seeing some upgraded battle machines by the time you get to this, because this is now probably a month and a half in, I'm thinking. Maybe a little bit more, depending upon how long it took you to get to this point. And level 20 battle machine goes down in like nothing flat to this puppy. Get it up to level 8, it's going to do a number on the level 25 battle machine. Next, obviously, we move on with air again and hit the air bombs up to level 8. That's further defense against your air attacks. Then I work the secondary defenses, starting off with double cannons because of all the damage they do to the battle machine, and then finally the cannons and the archer towers. So that is the general order that I'm going to run all of my upgrades, and you can adjust it to the meta. I'm going to as well. You know, if I suddenly start seeing a gazillion of the level 25 battle machines, I might shift the giant cannon up, or maybe start working on the double cannons or something like that, you know. And of course, things like your clock tower, gem mines, that's always at the very end. Walls, always at the very end. I don't worry about any of that kind of stuff because it doesn't really add that much to the game as a whole. By now, your walls, by the way, should all be at least level 4 because the level 16 bomber will be able to simply take them out with one blast of a regular throw, not just his big bomb throw, but a regular throw if you're level 1, 2, and 3. So make sure that you got those walls to level 4, and if you haven't, you might want to see about what you can do to kind of throw them in. Now, let's talk a little bit about the battle machine. Battle machine between level 20 and level 25, he's not that big of an upgrade, okay? 3.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever million. The difference is not a whole lot, and you can see looking at the bars that there's not a whole lot of distance there between the end of the bar and where we're at today. So I'm going to put him off until the very end. I'll do him before I do things like the clock tower and gem mine, of course, but basically he is an end upgrade. Level 20 is just fine. If you are still early in the game and you're heavy rushing, you need to get him at least to level 10 for Builder Hall 8. By the time you're at the end of Builder Hall 7, you should have a level 10 battle machine. That's really where you need to be. Your next set of upgrades is going to depend entirely upon whether you're a ground guy or an air guy. Everybody who knows me knows that I am, in fact, an air guy. Always have been, always will be. I love doing air attacks. I do okay on the ground, but it's just not my forte. It's not where I like having playing the game. It's not my fun. So first things first, talk about the Super Pekka. Super Pekka is an awesome, awesome troop. Some of the playbacks I've seen with maxed ones in that, you can use the little blue potion there to boost it to max. It's a fun troop to play with. It really is. But it takes a month of Tuesdays to get her upgraded to where she's really effective. Now, with Battlefest on right now, you can see I'm using the elixir that I'm getting every 8 hours to pump into the Super Pekka. But as soon as Battlefest ends, I'm going to stop upgrading the Super Pekka and move over to my regular upgrade path. And again, the reason is because she's very expensive, and I've already got some good solid troops that are going to get me through as I'm doing upgrades, and that I don't need to focus in on the Super Pekka yet. That's my opinion on it. You know, it's up to you. I don't think she's going to become much of a factor for probably 2 months, maybe 3 months even, depending upon how fast some people do their upgrades. Now, if you are an air geek, you definitely want to get in and do your beta minions. First and foremost, obviously, you've got the boost in DPS and hit points that you get. But then you've also got the improved long shot ability. I mean, you think it's great now? Wait till you get that additional hit at level 16. Absolutely going to blow it away. The next thing, dropships. Hit points go up by another 234 points. The dropship is just an absolute beast. It got a boost as it was. Every one of them did. I think it was a 10% boost across the board. Having that additional hit point is really great. And then the increased skeleton speed at level 16, those puppies are dropping really fast. A really, really great thing to have. The third thing for the air geeks, Night Witches. Increased damage and hit points, and then improved bat swarm, so you get more bats. I'm looking forward to those additional bats. It's going to be definitely worthwhile. And then last in the air brigade is the baby dragon. Get some additional damage and hit points. I mean, the baby dragon, when we were at Builder Hall 5, its place was both as a tank as well as being raged and doing a lot of damage. It doesn't do as much now as the other air troops do, and that's why it falls to the end of my typical upgrade path. And of course, the tantrum ability gets an improvement as well. Now, ground. Ground is where it is at Builder Hall 8. The ground game is absolutely getting a massive boost, starting with what I think is the most important thing to upgrade, and that is the Boxer Giants. First of all, wow on the hit points. I mean, we're going to be just shy of 3,000 hit points when this is all over with. Was that 2,576 plus 213? Okay, so 2,789 hit points. That's a lot of hit points for the Boxer Giant. But at level 16, you get another one in the camps. So you'll be able to carry extra giants with you in each camp. And that makes him a lot more useful. Anybody who's gone up against a giant cannon with a giant and a battle machine will know the giants don't take a whole lot of damage from it, but the battle machine does. So you can use him to lead the attack and get the attention of the giant cannon while you send in other troops to destroy it. And he's going to be needed especially for what will be, I think, the new meta later on in the game, and that's Jibok, Boxer Giants, Bombers, and Cannon Carts. And then eventually Jibaka, which has one of the camps swapped out for the Super Pekka. So definitely Boxer Giant is my first on the list. Next up from that is going to be the Bomber. Yep, additional damage and hit points, but once more, increased number of units per camp +1. It's nice to carry along a camp of bombers, but having that extra one in the camp is going to make a lot of difference. You can kind of hold one back and still be able to take out a lot of walls along the way. So that is my second upgrade for the ground side of the shop. And then, of course, the cannon carts. Like I said, Jibok and Jibaka, that's going to be the meta, I think. That's the attack I've already been working on a little bit, and I can't wait to get to level 16 so I can really tinker with it. The increased hit points that we got back in the buff, plus what we're getting here, really, really helps out. And then finally, we get an additional 1 per camp. I love the idea of 3 per camp on the cannon carts. So those are my top 3 out the box right away. Got to jump to it. Rage Barbarians, they get a bit of a boost in DPS and hit points. The rage ability gets a boost. That's great. I think it goes up by about a second or so. But he's already a powerhouse. He's already great. So no, I'm not going to upgrade him right away, even though he is dirt cheap compared to the other troops. Sneaky Archers, you guys know my opinion of Sneaky Archers. I really don't like them. You get another 2 per camp, and they get the boost in their HP and their DPS, but they also got a nerf. So they're just not all that in a bag of chips, okay? So I'm not going to do them anytime in the near future. That's just my thoughts on her. But my overall troop upgrade order. First of all, during Battlefest, Super Pekka to level 6. Might be able to sneak in level 7, I don't know, but definitely to level 6. Then the regular upgrade pattern from there. Beta minions, dropships, Boxer Giants, Cannon Carts, Bombers, Super Pekka to level 16, then jump back to air and do Night Witch, Battle Machine to level 25. Why? Because that's about where I'm going to be in my regular defensive upgrades, and I think he's more important than the latter 3. Rage Barbarian, Sneaky Archer, and finally, Baby Dragons. That is the upgrade order that I'm going to be running into. Now, talking about you guys that are rushing. As you can see, I've got almost everything to level 7 on this game, but not all of my games are like that, okay? Some of my games are in fact rushed, and they've got just a hodgepodge of different levels of things. That is always cool, okay? I've got Archer Tower level 5. Do I got anything level 4 here still? I had a cannon. I think I already upgraded. Yep, there it is. There's a level 4 cannon. So you can see the Phoenix Abyss Hyper Rush game. It's got a wide array of different levels of all of the defenses that are on board. But what do I always say to do when you're doing one of these upgrades? Get everything to not less, or not more rather, to not more than 2 levels behind where you're at before you do the upgrade. I broke my own rule on that cannon, but that was because I didn't realize it was level 4. Everything on this base is at least level 5, so that when I got at Builder Hall level 7, I could jump to Builder Hall 8 and be confident in its ability to defend. At the same time, I always boost the key defenses to whatever the new level is of the Builder Hall. So if you look, I've got Multi-Mortar at level 7, Roaster at level 7, Giant Cannon at level 7. The Firecrackers are all at level 7. Okay? These are your key defenses in any one of the levels as they each get introduced. When they first introduce the Crusher, it becomes a powerhouse defense. When they first introduced the Multi-Mortar, it became a powerhouse defense. Same thing for the Roaster, same thing for the Giant Cannon. And I think once we get it to level 8, it'll be the same thing for the Mega Tesla. These are all key defenses that you want to get upgraded before you do your boost to the next Builder Hall level. Crushers are kind of that in-between thing. I don't always upgrade them because, to be honest, they do their damage pretty much regardless. Once you get them to around level 5, they're good to go. So they don't really factor into the upgrade decision. But heavy rushers, make sure you get the absolute key defenses. Roaster, giant cannon, multi-mortar, firecrackers, and air bombs. Get those all to level 7 before you pull the trigger on the Builder Hall 8 upgrade. You'll be glad that you did, okay? Next thing, once you've got all your key defenses maxed, you can start working on the other things like, for example, the crushers, the double cannons, the archer towers. They come after the key defenses, okay? I still support that. That's still the way I'm doing my upgrades on all these, and you can see that I've got those at level 5 still. As I get all these other ones upgraded, I'll start working on those. My first thing, of course, is to bring everything up to even Stevens with everything that's on the board. So, talking about that real quick, because I don't think I really clarified that. Get your cannons to level 5. Well, get that last cannon level 5. Get your double cannons to level 5. Well, get all 3 of the double cannons to level 5. See, that one's still level 1. You want to get everything evened up as quickly as you can. Along the way, you're working on traps and mines in between other upgrades, of course. No difference there. Battle Machine should be level 10 by the end of Builder Hall 7. If it's not, get it there. You can still go to Builder Hall 8 with a lower Battle Machine. Just don't expect to move as far ahead in the trophies. You'll probably still, I'll say, be stuck around, say, 3,800, give or take, okay? Might be a little bit lower as things kind of shake out. On the troop side, you need to max whatever your key troops are, whatever your key attack is. Once you've got that, you can move on to the next level, okay? I'll do a full rushing upgrade guide a little bit later. We're going to do another hyper rush now that Builder Hall 8 is here, and we're going to do a little bit differently because I want to do a level 1 base and see how far I can take it in the trophies, but that'll be coming up. So at any rate, that is my upgrade guide to Builder Hall 8. Hopefully you find it useful. Let me know what you think down below. Like I said, you got any thoughts, opinions, and so forth, do absolutely express them. On the screen, you can see the base that I've been running. This base has taken me up to around 5,000, a little bit lower, a little bit higher, but you can see where I'm at with that right now, 4858. It's a good solid base, and it is doing well for me. If somebody wants to copy it, by all means, feel free to do so. I do recommend moving around some of the traps and mines and so forth, though, as you never want to run the exact same ones. That's what I have for you guys today. Hope you liked it. blog.clashmaniac.com for the written version of this, a little bit easier to ingest, and I'll catch y'all later. Keep on clashing, have fun with Builder Hall 8. I'll talk to you. Bye-bye.